It's just common sense. I got to tell you something, Lee. I'm at the point in my life where I always walked around thinking I was the stupid one. Like, I always walked around and listened to other people's opinions and listened to other people's ideas. And I would go, why are people doing that? And for the last 5 or 6 or 7 years, I've been questioning that. And I've been doing just fucking fine on my own. Do you know that? And it's like I've come to the point that I wasn't as dumb as I fucking thought I was. For years, I thought I was really fucking dumb. And now I'm opening my eyes and I'm like, there's so many fucking dumb people around me. And it's not even dumb like academic dumb. It's common sense dumb. And it's people who you think would be mildly educated and have a half a fucking brain in their head. They both have parents. They all went to college. But lately, it's like I'm losing faith. Like, I can't believe that there's this many dumb, unsmart street people walking around our fucking earth right now. Or if maybe it's just this area. I've never seen anything like this. I see it at the airport. I see it just in daily routines. It's we're victims of habit, but
Absolutely.
when something happens, you get alerted to that habit and you heighten it, and now you pay more attention. People do not give a fuck. That's why people continue to get blown up. It's just so weird. When I see hit and run things late at night, I start thinking anymore. Like that lady who got hit in a fucking wheelchair. The guy should have stayed and go, listen, I hit her. But who's out on Burbank Boulevard with a fucking wheelchair at 3 a.m?
I didn't even hear about this.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago, they were looking for a white van.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, was it the big one on like not the wheelchair, but like the scooter?
Yeah, like a scooter.
Oh, yeah, she's always around.
She's always around at 3:15 in the She's bound to get hit eventually. Don't she have friends to tell her? But anyway, not to get away from my fucking situation here. I'm just thinking to myself, for years, I always thought I was the dumb one in the room. And ever since I've opened up my mouth, I've realized that I wasn't that fucking dumb. I had to make a big decision last week. I had to make the decision that involved more help. But for a month, all I kept thinking about was what I was getting for my money compared to the money that I was paying out. And I'm not getting much. I'm $4,000 off from what they wanted for what they supply me. And I'm starting to feel guilty that I'm not using them. But I can't. While I have a daughter, I cannot use these people. But their explanation was to me that everybody that wants to get to certain levels have to use these people. And I don't see it. I've never seen it. For me right now, at this point, with what's going on in our business right now, when you sign with a manager, it's basically to have somebody answer your phone calls and call you and go, this is what's going on. And I really don't want that.
Yeah, it seems like stuff will get misinterpreted.
I don't want an answering machine. I can't pay you to be an answering machine. I can pay you to do work.
Right.
I'll always pay you to do work.
But you don't need an answering machine.
But I'll pay you what you're worth. I'm not going to overpay you for what you're supplying me. I can't overpay you when you're taking a message from somebody and somebody else is doing the work.
Right. That's understandable.
I just can't do that. I can't do that. And I don't want to sign with a manager unless I really need one, or unless a guy is getting me auditions every day and I'm working every day. Then I don't mind giving them a piece of the package. But I just can't give you a piece of the package for relaying messages to me. You know what? I do all the stuff myself. And I like staying on top of it. I really enjoy staying on top of it. It keeps me sharp.
Do you think you need one? Like, I know you said people will say that, but I think a lot of that is just not even the status. I'm sure a lot of people say, there's status with having a manager, but there's just, people just do what everyone else does. I think that's what a lot of everything is.
When you look at these IMDb's, these people have publicists and lawyers on staff. And listen, bro, that costs a lot of fucking dough. It's cool to have, so when people look at you, they go, but you know what? That cost at the end of the year. Those publicists are basically the biggest rip-offs in the world.
Yeah, it's like thousands of...
A publicist, if you're thinking about getting a publicist, or you ever wondered what a publicist does, let me tell you what they do. They do nothing. They do absolutely nothing. It's like taking a dollar bill and lighting it on fire. And you can't believe that these people have offices, because there's a little job, and it's called like the Tonight Show and premieres and shit like that. And these people schedule like your cars. These people schedule like your radio interviews. Like, you know, they'll call these stations, and they do. Some of them do a great job of it. Some of them have access to everybody. I don't mind paying you the dough, but I want you to call Howard Stern right now at home and tell him he needs to have me on the radio station tomorrow at 10 to 9. If you can't do that, you're not worth your weight in gold.
So you want the best?
Yeah, you always want the best. If it's 2 in the afternoon and you ain't high, go fuck yourself. Get out of my face. I want you around me like I want cancer in my ball sack. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna come around here looking at me with your fucking wide eyes, thinking that, you know, I'm gonna reform. Go fuck yourself. My morning starts at 5:30 a.m. Either you're there or you're square. You know what I'm saying?